The architecture made a very poor design of the buildings there. This can cause a mood swing. An awful design of the building can have a negative influence on people's mood. If you want some beautiful designs, then you must visit Stanford and Frankfurt. They are good examples of the best architectural designs. The philosopher Bertrand Russell referred to Machiavelli's most well-known book, The Prince, as a gangster's handbook. And while there's no doubt that certain people have read and used it as such, I think that if we put it into the context of when it was written, which was Italy, especially Florence, in the 15th and 16th centuries, it will be easier to judge Machiavelli's reasons for writing it. Now, the Italy of that period was made up of a number of city-states, often at war with each other. Add to that threats from foreign powers, especially France, and it was a very unstable and dangerous situation. The preservation of embryos and juveniles is a rare occurrence in the fossil record. The tiny, delicate skeletons are usually scattered by scavengers or destroyed by weathering before they can be fossilized. Ichthyosaurs had a higher chance of being preserved than did terrestrial creatures because, as marine animals, they tended to live in environments less subject to erosion. Still, their fossilization required a suite of factors: a slow rate of decay of soft tissues, little scavenging by other animals, a lack of swift currents and waves to jumble and carry away small bones, and fairly rapid burial. Given these factors, some areas have become a treasury of well-preserved ichthyosaur fossils. Some of the basic things that make people happy, and I will show you some of these: income, health, marital status, employment status. Some of these very basic things are remarkably consistent across countries across world. So that gives us some sense that these surveys are picking up consistent patterns. And when we know what consistent patterns are, we can look how other things that very much more affect people's well-being. The environment and equality, the nature's institution raging on living, and all kinds of other things that very much more. Over the same period, rising immigration in falling average household size has meant that the number of households looking for accommodation has risen by about 1.5 million. That's around 200,000 more than the number of dwellings has increased by. So, you have had a substantial increase in the purchasing power of households. No net increase in the supply of housing enhances all that addition purchasing power has gone into pushing up the price of housing. Parents should know that leftover drugs are dangerous because they may be accidentally ingested by children. Either adults don't keep the bottles properly closed and stored, or because even many kids can sometimes open childproof lids. Patients may use the drugs after their expiration date. The leftover drugs may be taken for the wrong reasons. For example, someone may have a viral infection and self-prescribed to leftover antimicrobial that was prescribed for a bacteria infection. They are real and supported by good, strong scientific evidence, which is the only of these counts. The drivers of decline on many varied depending on species. The effects of pollinator loss could be absolutely huge. So, is it a catastrophe? Not yet. But it could be. On the positive side, we are aware of the problem. Awareness is being raised all the time and people are taking actions. Before fixing is missing, you can recognize the problem. At least it's been done. If we talking about fish, we are talking about what is probably the single most important source of protein for human that across the globe. And, so, billions of, or more than a billion of people rely on fish as their primary source of animal protein, and most of these people living in poverty. So, the management of fish resource of wildlife in that sense causing incredibly important to livelihoods and health. And also wildlife tourism is the multiple billion dollars industry, and in many places, such as Africa, South America, it can be the number one source of income. It can be the number one source of foreign income for economies. An economist sees the world basically through a typical microeconomic toolkit. That involves things like thinking at the margin, rationality, opportunity cost, trade-offs. Economists, like any other discipline, rules, and its own way of seeing the world. So basically economics, or economists in general, tend to apply microeconomic concepts like that to explain the way humans behave and to make predictions about the future.